You think Batman's trackers would be just a little bit more subtle. I mean, do you really need the blinking LED? It's for us, the audience. I know. These nitpicks are not criticisms of the movie. It's just me being silly. It's like when Logan Paul opens up a new pack of Pokemon cards. Hey, she's back. I think this is the bonus scene. That deleted scene. Get to see her be a liar, which she is. Oh, her arms are crazy, dude. You see that? The vascularity on this woman? Oh my goodness. What is her training regimen? That is impressive.
The Senate hearing is expected to get underway.
There we go.
Now, and of course,
Tying up those loose ends from the original. It's almost like an entirely different movie experience, to be honest.
Quick question for you. You're heading in to meet with
Until that third act comes up, and maybe my tune will change. But till now, I think this is actually doing a really good job of tying in everything together and making the story more cohesive. That's the word. Stupid brain. Cohesive.
He is not a hero.
No, it needs to run now.
Before the hearing, if Superman knows, it might change what he said.
Lois, I need you to cover the Gotham football game. Harry, do you want a paper? Do you want your paper to succeed? Why do you now want people to write about interesting stories? It's so weird. It's like he wants the company to come down.
Not you. Don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you.
Every time Jesse Eisenberg shows up, my boner goes away for this movie.
Senator!
Senator!
That I was willing to finance a Kryptonian
He's
deterrent
back.
by a certain junior.
You know what else is soft? Me. Because you showed up again. Is that a little gross? That's gross. I'm sorry, guys.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? It's that power can be innocent.
So Lex kind of gives me like the little brother who wasn't allowed to play with all the other cousins because he was annoying. He kind of gives out that vibe, and I think that's kind of what they're trying to play up, is that he is sort of a lonely person, but also super intelligent, where he can't relate with other people. I get what they're going for. I know what they're going for. I understand. Red. Oh. Well, I'll shut up now. Jesus Christ. Is that how it happened? He just chucked her in front of a train? You'd think for like a specialized hitman he'd be a little bit more subtle, but... Alright. Well. Sorry, what was I saying? Sorry. Yeah, I was saying, so Lex Luthor, I kind of understand what they're going for. I just don't think I love the performance of it. I think I just have an issue with how it's acted. I think if it was a different actor, maybe I would change my tune. But then again, I love Jesse Eisenberg. He's a great actor. So what am I saying?
We create a free and a...
That moment shocked me in theaters. I was like, whoa. I was not expecting that. This part was a little weird for me. It's kind of a weird time to wallow. I feel like he's really taking his time.
Slowly, deeply. You're gonna be fine. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure they literally cut him bringing that woman down to the medic, and then he just showed this part. And then he just flies off. Yeah, what the hell? Why did they cut this? Why? in the first cut of this movie, in the theatrical, it just seems like he walks out and he's like, "This sucks." All right. Like, it's weird. What? It's 10 seconds. It's like 10 seconds. All you needed. Or 15 seconds. Let's be flexible. But really? Like, you had to cut that out? It's such an odd... I feel like the original cut of this movie had like at least 10% less Clark Kent than this cut's shown me already, and I'm like halfway through the movie right now.
Superman was never real. Just the dream of a farmer from Kansas.
That farmer's dream is all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
Wait, what? What do you mean farmer's dream? What do you mean your dad's dream? I thought your dad didn't want you to be Superman. Did I miss this in the original movie?
This means something.
Original cut. I would put all my focus and energy on making this rock. But he makes a spear. I just think that's silly. It's so silly. You know what? He should have just made a kryptonite baseball bat. Come on. I like kryptonite brass knuckles or something. I don't know. A spear? Kind of an archaic weapon to pull out. It looks cool. I don't get the practicality of it though. Or some bullets or something. I mean, you're not afraid of using guns, that's for sure. That choice was always odd. I like seeing Batman train. That's something you don't really get to see in the other movies. Like training while being Batman, like keeping. Oh no. My least favorite scene in the entire movie, or one of my least favorite scenes in the entire. What is this, guys? This is just really lazy exposition and setup for future movies. I think everyone across the board can agree that this was pretty lazy, especially like the graphic design of all their logos or whatever. I also think Wonder Woman's theme song is so weird. It feels more Batman than Wonder Woman.
Override has been accepted.
Like the electric guitar always just felt like more of a Batman theme. So it was really odd when I was like, oh, this is a Wonder Woman theme. I hate it. I hate that. I hate it when they cut their hand. There's got to be a better way to get your blood sample, man. That's so much blood. You didn't need that much blood.
Too close to
I thought he had like a collection of whoopee cushions tied to the ceiling. Like, what are these? I still don't know what these are. Are they Superman? Is that what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be Superman? Oh.
Alright, Lois.
It's official. I am an idiot. I think there's supposed to be little Supermans hanging from the ceiling. Forget about her. Was this scene in the original?
The inside of the chair was lined with lead. You couldn't stop it.
Oh.
You couldn't see it.
Maybe I missed that detail. But also, do people know that he can't see through lead? I thought that was... I know in the Christopher Reeves Superman, he mentions that he can't see through lead, but did Man of Steel set that up? Like, how do they know that? Gotta love how Pa Kent is still doing manual labor, even in the afterlife. The man cannot stop working. Like, Dad, what the fuck? What are you even doing? Like, what are you trying to accomplish here?
Amounts to nothing.
I think it would have been nice if he went to go visit his father's grave, and his grave plot was just in like rural Kansas, and I don't know, something about that idea seems more appealing than him climbing a mountain, going off in this, like, I don't know, Fortress of Solitude or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, again, minor thing. It's not that big a deal. But these things all kind of pile up as to why I don't love everything about the movie. I've been waxing the same spot for about an hour, waiting for you. Why does she do that? Don't I know you? Oh, yeah, you're one of the terrorists. I think it was odd. She should have just kept walking.
I know something about LexCorp metals, don't you, Miss Lane?
He always sounds like he's about to come. I don't know how else to describe it. It's really distracting.
Sand in the desert.
This movie does this cut of the movie does a really good job of setting up their conflict and why they have to fight. That, I think, this movie, or this version of the movie does a much better job than the original. Because now I understand the context. I understand
Fight for that special
what
lady.
pieces led to them,
She's safe on the ground.
you know,
How about you?
banging it out.
But I am talking about Lois.
But Lex is always going to be that
Every
constant,
boy's special lady.
just irritant throughout the entire movie, where I'm just like, I get you're the one who was pulling on the strings, but you have to be so annoying about it. Like, listening to this guy talk is like watching an hour of Ben Shapiro. It's just like,
I don't know. I would not let
I just want you to stop
Now,
talking.
you kill me, Martha dies. And if you fly away,
I don't care how good a
Martha
points
dies.
you make
Kill
or how
the
fast you talk, it's just annoying. I'm sorry. This guy wanting to have God in the palm of his hands, I think that's just, I think that's just really weak motivation, to be honest, to be to best the best. I just never really liked that. And maybe it does go deeper than that, and I am open to hear the explanations behind it, what could possibly make this character more compelling, but I don't get it. I don't buy it. And also I don't like the performance most of all. I love Superman's characterization in this version of the movie so much more. Actually really feel bad for the guy. I feel the weight of everything around him, and I understand why he needs Batman's help in this version. And maybe it's all context clues that you could pick up if you were really looking for them in Batman v Superman, the original theatrical version, but it's just not presented well. But I think this one does a little bit better of a job. But like I said, Luthor as a whole, as a villain, it just doesn't work for me, man. I'm trying really hard to be open-minded, but I just can't. It is you. I always thought, how corny is the way that Bruce Wayne writes up emails. It's like feels like getting an email from your aunt or something. He's really theatrical about it too. This I hate this sequence. Also, still not sold on Ezra Miller as the Flash. We'll see with the new Snyder Cut. I keep saying that. I'm really hopeful that they rejuvenate these characters, make them better. I also thought this was really silly. Aquaman looks like he's holding his breath, which is just funny. I do think this is kind of cool, though. I like this little sequence, but I don't think it belongs in this movie. The biggest tragedy is this man no longer has a penis. That would be the real bummer for me. I mean, I'd be like, cool. I'm cool with all this, but what about? Can you do something about that?
Jenny, get her a chopper to Gotham. And forget the heliport. Put it on the goddamn
Lois, I
roof.
need you to
On the
finish
roof,
that
Lois!
article on the football game. Okay? Clark really let me down. I need you to do that now. Now, throughout this whole scene, and I think I have the same problem with Captain America Civil War, is that the conflict between the two would be solved if they talked. And I get that Superman's trying to get a word in, but they are really wasting a lot of time getting to that conversation. Like, there's all this, like, empty air where Superman's not saying his piece. He could be trying to talk more, but he's not. And I know why. Because both movies, they need to fight. They need to fight each other. That's what everyone comes to see. You know, Captain America versus Iron Man, Batman versus Superman, they want them to fight. And I love it. I love when he starts getting his power back, and yeah, one of my favorite parts of this entire fight is coming up. Right about now. Come on, that's so cool. All comic book fans came together this moment. This is just... Woo! Can you imagine if Joss Whedon made this? Oh, that's gonna hurt. Can you imagine how much that would take away from this scene? I do like Joss Whedon's movies, but I do admit that Justice League dialogue hurt to watch sometimes. Holy shit. I gotta admit, when I watched this movie, when I first came into the theater, I was not expecting to see Superman get his head bashed with a sink. But here we are. And it's pretty cool.
You're letting him kill Martha.
There it is.
What does that mean?
If
Why did you say that name?
if most fans weren't on board up to this point, they definitely fell off at this point.
Martha!
Anyways, all I can say is this scene has become iconic for good and bad reasons. But I will say some of my opinions have changed. Alright, that's it. Wait till the end. Okay, the spear thing beats me. This is where the movie... Actually, no. After this Batman sequence, this is where the movie really dips in quality for me. Like, to a staggering degree. But who knows what this Ultimate Cut will add. So, I don't know. It's still really hard for me. God. It's still really hard for me to get used to Batman plowing people with a turret gun. It's such an odd image.
Commencing drone mode.
Such an anti-gun superhero. Just obliterating people, even though this is
hostiles on the 3rd floor.
yeah,
Why don't I drop you off on the
conflicted because this next sequence is so cool. It's the best Batman fight scene we have ever seen on screen. Hell yeah! Ah, come on! Get him, Batman! Oh, he's killing so many people. But I don't care. I don't care in this scene when it's hand-to-hand combat. I don't care. It's kind of awesome. Come on, this is so cool. All right. Love it or hate it, yes, he's properly murdering half these people. Especially when he's in any form of vehicle, he's definitely murdering people. Vehicular manslaughter to Batman is like, I didn't see it happen, so I didn't do it. But this stuff, hand to hand, oh, I love it. I love it. I love seeing hand to hand combat. I wish it was a little bit brighter so I could actually really see it, but that is brutal. Oh, it's awesome. The sound design is so good in this too. His gauntlets, you can hear the knives refracting off of it. You can hear every impact. It's just this whole sequence right here is perfection. Not. Oh, but KGB's he's dead. There's no way he survived this.
Drop it.
No.
I said drop it!
I believe you.
That was a cool line. That was a cool line. But he's dead. He's for sure dead.
The cape?
People had a problem with that part. I didn't have a problem with that Martha line. I thought it was cute. You got cheeks though. Look at those doomsday. He's got two doomsday devices on his rear end. I just feel like they're doing a lot of housekeeping to be like, hey, all those things that you guys didn't like about the other movie, we got you here. And it's just like, just set it somewhere else. Just instead of making excuses as to why these things work or should work in this area, just do it somewhere where it can work. You know? I don't know. But then that means you have to rewrite everything, so I understand, but just write it so that certain things take place in areas that you don't have to do that much explaining for. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah. Minor complaint, I guess.
Projectile 2.
There we go again. It's uninhabited.
Sir.
Hey, Mr. Manhunter, why don't you do something? I really hope they explain that, Justice League. Like, why aren't you doing shit? Like, you are arguably one of the strongest Justice League members.
We can't attack.
Superman looks like every dude after No Nut November.
What are you saying, Calvin?
I'm saying it's
He's been
unkillable.
purged.